Yeah, nice to meet you, Drew. I'm Chase.
I'm Liam. We're the co-broadcasters for the Woodchucks this season.
Be joining the Woodchucks for a second consecutive season. You obviously had a pretty productive year, and I believe your name will be pretty recognized in Wausau, as you played 39 games and you batted 220, or excuse me, 282. So you had a pretty good year with the Woodchucks. Um, so what went into the decision to come back to Wausau, and what did you enjoy about it last season?
Well, there's a lot of things that I really enjoyed about it last year. We had a really good group of guys and a group of talented guys that really wanted to win, and we got along really well. And the city of Wausau is amazing. We have a lot of family ties to the city. My parents are both from there, and my grandpa has a house there. So there's a lot of family ties going on there. So it's going to be good to be back.
All right. A question we had is, I think this is going to be your first season playing for Coach Thompson. So our main question was kind of, have you kind of seen his managerial style? And are you kind of excited to kind of play for that guy?
Yeah, I've actually heard a lot about him. I've never played under him, but I have some friends that played in the Northwoods when he was in it 2 years ago, I believe. And they said he's a really good guy, a really good coach, and wants to win. So I've heard nothing but good things, and I'm definitely excited to play under him.
As you had a good season last year, but how do you look to build from that as you become more of a professional ball player?
Yeah, well, that's always the end goal in mind, and that's what the Northwoods is really preparing you to do is play the gauntlet of a schedule that professional baseball gives you. So yeah, it's just sticking to my routine, sticking to who I am as a player, and continue to develop the little things in my game that can really take the next level. And I think as I get more at bats and get out there more and allow myself to compete and play the game I love, I'm gonna get there. And I think this summer and the summer in the woods does a great job of preparing you to be the best baseball player you can be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of evidence. I mean, you collected 29 RBIs and 26 runs last season, so had no problem swinging the bat. You were named Northwoods League Player of the Night a couple of times. So, is your mentality kind of the same going to the plate then this season?
Yeah, well, I think mentality going to the plate changes a lot, but there's some foundational pieces that will stay there, depending on the arm and the mound and whatnot. But who I am as a hitter doesn't change a whole lot. The pitches I like to hit doesn't change a whole lot. So in some ways it stays the same, but on a day to night, it's gonna change.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've already started your spring season with the Gophers. So just tell us how that's going and what you've been working on and how you've improved, how you've seen yourself improve.
Yeah, well, we started conference play last weekend. We're a game under 500 right now, and every single weekend I see our team getting better. And we had a group of guys that we're still a young team and we're learning how to win baseball games, but we're a group of really good competitors who have a lot of talent. So I think that's all there, and I'm excited to see what we're able to do for the rest of the year. As for me, just doing anything I can do to help the team win. I mean, that's all you really can do. No matter what role you're put in, it's Division One baseball at the end of the day. The goal is to win baseball games, and however I can do that and step in and win ball games, I'll do.
The rivalry between Wassa and Green Bay is a pretty good one. I'm not sure. I think that you've had some firsthand experience with that, especially last season. Are you kind of looking forward to opening day then? Because it's the first game on the schedule.
Yeah, for sure. We saw those guys a lot last year playing there and playing at home as well, especially a conference rival too. We're always competing at the top of the division, so definitely an important first game. But we'll see those guys multiple times throughout the year, and we're gonna get used to them. They'll get used to us, and I'm sure it'll be another good rivalry this year.
Yeah, as you talk about last season, and you were with us for a good chunk, 39 games. And obviously, the team fell short there in the first half and fell far short in the second half as well. So, are you hungry to get to the playoffs and experience what that's like in the Northwoods? And what is your competitiveness going to be like this summer?
Well, I think the competitiveness never changes. As a competitor, I'm a highly competitive person, always want to win. The way the Northwoods League set up in particular is you got to win a half to get to the playoffs. So, finding any way to win one of those halves, winning the first half would be great. Get it over with and get in the playoffs and know you're in the playoffs to begin the year. Yeah, well, I'm really excited for a lot of things. I think those fans really deliver a high quality experience for us players, and I hope we can do the same for them. Really energetic fan bases. The host families there are great. all the host families are pretty tightly knit, and it was a cool experience getting to know them and their families really well last year. So that's something I'll really look forward to, and playing in front of them on any given night in our home park at Athletic Park. But yeah, I'm just really excited to get out there and compete in front of a good crowd every night and a fan base that wants to win.